So perhaps you've been thinking about moving to the Los Angeles area, but you're not really willing to move to the city of Los Angeles. You want a place with shorter commutes, a place where the dollar stretches a bit further, nice trails, a downtown that's not too rowdy, and neighbors who wave back at you. May I ask that you consider Thousand Oaks? Thousand Oaks is the kind of town where the small stuff still works. The streets are paved, neighbors care about what their block looks like, yards are kept. When everything is in its right place, the mental load drops. You can hear yourself think. And that's the kind of thing you can't really describe on a brochure. So Thousand Oaks is about 40 miles northwest of downtown Los Angeles. Be sure to stay till the end of this video because we're going to be walking through 6 different neighborhoods that offer 6 totally different versions of the same lifestyle. You'll see what I mean. The crazy thing is that people who are considering moving to Southern California have never even heard of Thousand Oaks. My name is Mathias, and we are the Mathias Real Estate Group. If you're interested in content that's about all things Conejo Valley real estate, you've definitely come to the right place because that's all we talk about here. So if that's of interest to you, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. We get calls, texts, Zooms weekly from people just like you. So if you're thinking about doing a relocation between now or any time in the future, the link to contact us is in the description.
At about 125,000 people, Thousand Oaks might be considered small against other Southern California city standards, but Thousand Oaks got something right that a lot of other Southern California cities didn't, which is that they have about a third of their areas dedicated to open area space, just like this, which means that in areas like this, no homes will ever be built, ever. What a lot of people don't realize about this place until they're here is that you're only about 40 miles away from LA. So that's about an hour drive to LAX to downtown if you want to see a concert or a Laker game. And you're only about 25 minutes away from Malibu and 30 minutes from Ventura if you're looking for a more local version of the coast. It's the ability to flip between the LA energy and the small town quiet on the same day. And that's the thing that people underestimate the most about this area. And once they've been here for about a month, it's their favorite place to be. And that's really the biggest pro about Thousand Oaks. You have new shopping, new restaurants, new everything, but never really losing that small town texture that Thousand Oaks provides. And that's rare in California.
One thing we love so much about the city of Thousand Oaks is the protected open space here and the trails. So there's 150 miles of trails surrounding Thousand Oaks and 15,000 acres of protected open space. In most cases, if you live in Thousand Oaks, you can just walk to a trail and you're gonna get views of ridgelines, oak canopies, eucalyptus groves. I mean, it's just so beautiful. It's the kind of hike that you take that just resets your week.
So there are about 100 homes in Thousand Oaks that are in the Eichler Enclave, and these are mid-century modern homes that were built in the 1960s by the architect Joseph Eichler. Most of the buyers looking at these types of homes already know exactly what an Eichler is before they even tour one because they're that distinct. Eichler homes are great for people that are looking to move their family into a type of home that has a unique flair and that is unlike any of the other types of structures that are built in Thousand Oaks that really offer a creative and artistic style that comes with that mid-century modern touch. Conejo Oaks, the neighborhood that started it all. Built in the 1960s and 70s as the city's very first major subdivision, the homes here are classic California mid-century ranches, Cliff May influenced single stories, deep eaves, open carports, indoor-outdoor flow. The lots here are generous, the streets are walkable, and those tall mature trees that you see lining every block have had 60 years to fill in. What really sets Conejo Oaks apart is the lifestyle. The neighborhood is home to the Conejo Valley Family Country Club, a private residents-only spot with pools, tennis courts, basketball, and a clubhouse that's the center of social life around here. There's no formal HOA, but pride of ownership is everywhere you look. As for the location, you're walking distance to Jan's Marketplace, the Thousand Oaks Library, the Civics Art Plaza, and some of the best restaurants in town. It's the closest Thousand Oaks gets to a true walkable mid-century neighborhood. Tucked into the eastern hills of Thousand Oaks, Lynn Ranch is one of the Conejo Valley's best kept secrets. It's a semi-rural pocket where horse trails, oak-shaded lanes, and custom homes replace cookie-cutter tract living. Built largely in the 1960s and 70s, Lynn Ranch was designed around space. Most lots run half an acre to a full acre or more, and many of them were zoned for horses with whitefin pastures and stables tucked behind the homes. It's the kind of neighborhood where you see a kid riding on a pony down the street on a Saturday morning and a Tesla parked in the driveway right next to it. The homes themselves are a true mix. You'll find sprawling single-story ranch houses, mid-century modern homes, homes, custom builds, and the occasional remodeled estate pushing well past 4,000 square feet. There's no HOA, no uniform look, just pride of ownership and mature landscaping that's had 60 years to settle in. What makes Lynn Ranch special is the feel. You're only 5 minutes from the lakes at Thousand Oaks, the Civics Art Plaza, and top-rated schools like Conejo Elementary and Westlake High. But the moment that you turn onto Lynn Road or Kayayeka, the city falls away. Wide streets, no sidewalks, big trees, and open sky. So now we're in Lang Ranch, and Lang Ranch is one of the newest developments within Thousand Oaks, with most of it being built between 1980 and the 2000s. Here you're gonna see a lot larger floor plans, and it has a mix of gated and non-gated communities. It also has direct access to a bike park, and there's a ton of open space all around it. Like so many of the neighborhoods within the Conejo Valley, the assigned schools are some of the higher rated in the area, which is a big reason why families with school-age kids usually start their search right here. On the far west side of Thousand Oaks, where the city ends and the wilderness begins, you'll find Wildwood, a neighborhood that's named after one of the most spectacular regional parks in all of Southern California. Wildwood Regional Park is the heartbeat of this area. With over 1,700 acres of open space, oak woodlands, and over 27 miles of hiking and equestrian trails, it includes the trail down to the Paradise Falls, one of the most popular waterfall hikes in the entire Conejo Valley. If you live in Wildwood, this place is your backyard. The neighborhood itself is a mix that spans decades. You'll find original 1960s and 70s single-story ranch homes on big, established lots, along with newer 1990s and 2000s builds tucked into the hillside cul-de-sacs. Lots tend to be generous, mature trees are everywhere, and many homes back up right into the park, which means views of rolling hills, no rear neighbors, and the kind of quiet you don't get in tract neighborhoods. It's also a horse-friendly part of town. Several streets have equestrian access right onto the trail system, and you'll see riders heading out for the day, same as you see joggers and mountain bikers. The schools are strong. Wildwood Elementary, Kalina Middle, and Thousand Oaks High all serve that area. But what really defines Wildwood isn't proximity to shopping or the freeway, it's the fact that you're living on the edge of 1,700 acres of protected open space. This is the last neighborhood in Thousand Oaks before your map turns green. Drive south off Lynn Road, past the manicured medians and the rows of olive trees, and you'll cross into Kevington, one of the most quietly prestigious pockets in all of Thousand Oaks. Built primarily through the late 1980s and 2000s, Kevington is a collection of custom and semi-custom estates on lots that often stretch into half-acre or more. Circular driveways, tile roofs, Mediterranean and Tuscan-inspired architecture. They're the kind of homes where the front entry alone tells you the rest of the house is going to deliver. What makes Kevington different from other upscale neighborhoods in the town is the layout. The streets curve gently through gentle slopes, giving most homes elevation, privacy, and in many cases a view. Whether that's the rolling Conejo Hills, the city lights, or the lush manicured greenbelts woven through the community. You won't see two identical houses next to each other. Every property has its own personality. It's also one of the most centrally located luxury enclaves in the city. You're minutes from Los Robles Hospital, the Civics Art Plaza, and the best restaurants on Thousand Oaks Boulevard. Kevington might not be for everyone, but for buyers who want size, privacy, and architectural character without leaving the heart of Thousand Oaks, it's a very short list, and Kevington is at the top of it.
So I'm here on Thousand Oaks Boulevard, what a lot of Thousand Oaks residents would refer to as the downtown area. It's where you're going to find a lot of the dining, restaurants, coffee shops, craft breweries, things of that nature. From just about any neighborhood, you can get to this area in about 15 minutes. So you really have that sense of proximity to the downtown area without feeling like you're on top of it. Hey, thank you so much for watching. If you are at all interested in learning more about the neighborhoods that surround Thousand Oaks or the Conejo Valley area, we here at Mathias Real Estate Group built a neighborhood scorecard so you can find out what neighborhoods might be best for you and your specific needs. The link for that is in the description. And also, if you have any kind of questions whatsoever about any real estate problems you have, any kind of questions in regards to Conejo Valley real estate, the link to contact us is also in the description.